name is Haley Frailer. I am 20 years old. I'm a junior, and I am a textile and apparel design major, along with a certificate in business. And I am originally from Oconomowoc, which is in Waukesha, about an hour away. So my disability is called spinal muscular atrophy. It's type 2, and it's a form of muscular dystrophy. And in the most simple terms, I am deficient in a protein, SMN1 protein, which causes muscle strength. So the deficiency weakens all of my voluntary muscles, but it doesn't affect my involuntary muscles, so my heart's not affected. But some main things of SMA are, most people have scoliosis, so I have a spinal fusion, and I never walked. I didn't hit the milestone of walking, which is when my parents realized something was wrong, and then I think I got my first wheelchair at the age of 4, and it was hot pink. And yeah, so it's just, SMA is, it's more of a muscle degeneration disease.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the...
I always say my disability is a blessing in disguise because I went to a camp since I was 6 for people with MD, and I always say, like, you know, if I didn't have MD, I wouldn't have met all these great, amazing people, and that goes along for my girls and my friends. I have a different appreciation on life, and I think I wouldn't accept it as much if I didn't have the disability. So my disability has taught me to be very grateful for what I have and what I am and what I can do. And I mean, I guess the worst part of my disability is not being able to walk or like go in buildings on my own, but I mean, yeah, I don't really focus on what's the worst part. It doesn't matter.
So I said quietly, agreed politely.
The stigma of disability right now, I would say, is generally it's negative. A lot of people think, especially for me, since I'm physically disabled, that I'm also mentally disabled. And that's like completely wrong, 100% wrong. But like I get that stigma all the time. Like people will talk down to me or talk to me like I'm 5, and I'm like, I'm 20 years old. Stop talking to me that way. Or you get the people that are rude and treat you as an inconvenience. I just had a couple instances where I had a bus driver be rude to me because they didn't want to get up. And it's like, it's 6 degrees outside and I'm sitting in a wheelchair. Like, let me on your warm bus because this is really bad for me and my chair, and I don't want it to break down. But yeah, I would say that the stigma overall, though, I think is getting better. I think people are becoming more accepting, and I'm trying to help that. I'm running a student org, Advocates for Diverse Abilities, which is meant to end stigmatization, and it's especially on campus and in the Madison community. And I think the more educated people are about people with disabilities, the greater the awareness will be, and the more accepting people will be. So I think generally it's in an upward slope.
I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point.
I would say I've been pretty lucky with healthcare, and that's mostly due to my parents and how they are now being 18. I'm on Medicaid. The Medicaid program is great and awful in a lot of ways, and I think it's very limiting in getting people off of it. So I've had my friends at camp and I talk about this. It's very hard because they keep you at a low, like you have to be at a very low income in order to keep it, but that also doesn't allow you to actually get a job and try to get off of it. So you either are very like poor in a sense where you can only have like a certain amount of money and stay on it and get these benefits, or you're completely on your own. And if I were to get completely on my own, I wouldn't have IRIS to pay for my girls, I wouldn't have Medicaid, and you know, once I hit that stage, I'm not going to be able to get my parents' insurance anymore. So it's great for when you are where you need to be, but if it limits people with disabilities from actually gaining independency, I guess.
Held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the...
People just don't know my disability, but like when I go into the doctor, they're like I just got a new general physician, and she like sat up and read up on SMA before she sat down and talked to me. So like I've always had a very good experience with doctors. Like trying to genuinely know like what's going on, but if they don't, they refer you to somebody who does. So, I mean, just know what that person's going through and know how their disability affects their health, I guess that would be my main thing. And treat them as a person, not the disability that they are.
Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see
Hopefully in a design company doing some sort of designing. I want to be in California or Texas, or I want to be down south. But I see myself with a stable job, hopefully a boyfriend, and I don't know, just on my own, independent of my parents. Well, my first thing is they're all people, and all of us come from different backgrounds and are all dealing with different struggles. Mine's just more apparent, and to be honest, it's not a struggle to me. So if you walk up to me and you're, oh, I'm so sorry, like, that's not even on my mind. Like, I got a freaking cool, awesome wheelchair that you don't have. That sucks. I think that's a struggle for you. So I would just say, treat them as a person, treat them kindly, and you know, do what your mother and father have raised you to do, which is be kind and caring.